Welcome to another learning brief from Skills Development Simplified. I am Stan. Every organization keeps attendance registers. Every organization knows who attended training. But here's a question I've asked throughout my career. Does attendance prove learning? I don't think it does. In fact, I believe one of the biggest mistakes organizations make is confusing attendance with competence. Today, I'd like us to explore why. First, let's explore this problem. Imagine two employees, same classroom, same facilitator, same course, same manual, same certificates. 6 months later, one employee has improved dramatically. The other hasn't changed at all. Both attended, only one learned. Attendance tells us where people were. It does not tell us what happened afterwards. Now, if you look at what the framework say, you will realize that South Africa's development framework was never created simple to fill classrooms. Its purpose is to improve skills, improve productivity, improve employment opportunities, improve organizational capability. Attendance records are important. They support administration. They support compliance. But nowhere is attendance presented as the final measure of successful learning. The purpose has always been capability. Now, if you do research, you will then realize that one of the world's most respected learning evaluation model was developed by Dr. Donald Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick proposed that learning should be evaluated at 4 levels. So let's look at the level, starting from level 1. Level 1 is reaction. Now, it asks several questions. How did learners experience the training? Was training relevant, interesting, useful? This is important. By enjoying training does not necessarily mean learning occurred. So let's move on to level 2, which is learning. Now, what knowledge or skill did people actually acquire? Did they understand the concept? Can they demonstrate what they learned? This takes us beyond attendance. Now, let's move to level 3, which talks about behavior. Perhaps this is the most important level. Did people actually apply what they learned back in the workplace? Did behavior change? Because if behavior doesn't change, can we honestly say learning made any difference? Well, let's go to level 4 that talks about results. Did improved behavior lead to better organizational performance, higher productivity, better quality, improved customer service, fewer accidents, better teamwork? This is where learning demonstrates its value. Years later, Dr. Jack Phillips expanded Kirkpatrick's model by introducing a 5th level, which is return on investment, ROI. He challenged organizations to ask one more question. Did the benefit of learning justify the investment? That is a question every executive understands. Now, here is what I've observed. Throughout my career designing workplace learning programs, I have noticed something. Many organizations do an excellent job organizing training. Attendance registers are complete. Certificates are printed. Reports are submitted. Everyone celebrates, but several months later, the same mistakes continue. The same operational problems remain. The same performance discussion take place. That's when I realized something. Perhaps we are not measuring the wrong things. Perhaps we are stopping our measurement too early. Attendance is only the beginning. Learning continues long after people leave the classroom. But maybe the question we need to ask is whether there is a better way. Instead of asking who attended, let's ask what changed. Instead of asking how many certificates were issued, ask what problem did we solve. Instead of measuring activity, measure capability. Instead of celebrating completion, celebrate application. Because organizations don't invest in training simple to fill classroom. They invest in learning to improve performance. Let me spotlight, a thought leader. And today's thought leader is Dr. Donald Kirkpatrick. His work reminds us that learning is not complete when training ends. Its real value is seen when people apply what they have learned and organizations achieve better results. As learning professionals, that's the standard we should strive for. Now, in my reflection, whenever I finish designing a program, whenever I facilitate learning, whenever I complete a project, I ask myself one question. Is there a better way? Perhaps that's the question every organization should ask after every training program. Not did anyone attend, but did everyone become better? Well, as I conclude, attendance matters, documentation matters, compliance matters, but they are not the destination. They are the starting point. The destination is competence. The destination is improved performance. The destination is capable people. Because the purpose of learning has never been to produce attendance registers. It has always been to transform people. And transformed people transform organization. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Skills Development Simplified. Until next time, remember, the purpose of learning is not to know more. It is to become better.